When the Stanley Cup hangs tantalizingly close yet just out of reach, what desperate measures must a team take to finally grasp glory? Is it a dazzling superstar, a tactical genius, or perhaps something far more primal? Tonight, we ignite the fuse on a bombshell rumor that suggests the Edmonton Oilers might be eyeing a player who isn't just good, he's a weapon, relentless, in-your-face force capable of dragging a team through the trenches and into the promised land. Get ready, because the hunt for the ultimate playoff warrior just got real, and the name on everyone's lips is one you'll soon learn to love or absolutely despise. For a franchise that has tasted the bitter agony of almost far too many times, this isn't just about adding a player. It's about finding the missing piece, the gritty soul, who can transform a contender into a champion. For years, the Edmonton Oilers have been on a relentless quest, a pilgrimage fueled by the unparalleled brilliance of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. They've assembled a formidable roster, a collection of speed, skill, and offensive firepower that can, on any given night, dismantle the best teams in the league. Their power play is a weapon of mass destruction, a symphony of precision and velocity that strikes fear into the hearts of opponents, converting opportunities with terrifying efficiency. Their top lines are a masterclass in offensive artistry, capable of turning a game on its head in a single shift, weaving through defenses with breathtaking skill and surgical precision. They are a team built for highlight reels, a spectacle of speed and scoring that electrifies arenas. Yet, the ultimate prize, the gleaming silver chalice of the Stanley Cup, has remained just out of reach. A tantalizing mirage on the horizon, shimmering with the promise of glory, but always slipping through their grasp at the most crucial moments. The narrative surrounding the Oilers has often centered on a familiar refrain, a persistent whisper that grows louder with each playoff exit. The need for more grit, more depth, more players who can thrive when the game tightens, when the physicality intensifies, and when every inch of ice is contested with desperate ferocity. They've been so close, tasted the bitter agony of defeat in the final rounds, experiencing the crushing weight of expectation and the heartbreak of falling short. The hunger for that ultimate triumph is now an insatiable roar emanating not just from the passionate fan base that fills Rogers Place night after night, but from within the very locker room itself, a collective yearning for the moment they can finally hoist that trophy high above their heads. The time for almost is over, the time for now is here. And now, a new name has emerged from the depths of speculation, a name that carries with it the promise of both skill and a relentless pain-in-the-ass factor. We're talking about Kiefer Sherwood of the Vancouver Canucks. The source of this intriguing whisper is none other than Bob Stauffer, the venerable host of Oilers Now, and by all accounts, the ultimate Oilers insider. Stauffer's insights are not to be taken lightly. He possesses an uncanny ability to tap into the pulse of the organization, understanding its needs and strategic inclinations, as well as anyone outside the inner sanctum of management. When Stauffer speaks, the hockey world listens, knowing his words often carry more weight than mere conjecture. And when he speculates, as he did recently about a potential trade target, it sends ripples of excitement and strategic intrigue through the fan base, igniting fervent discussions about the team's next crucial move to finally push them over the top. The conversation began with a familiar refrain, a question posed to Stauffer about the Oilers potentially bringing back gritty veterans like Corey Perry from Los Angeles or Antoine Roussel from Vancouver at the 2026 trade deadline. These are names synonymous with toughness, with playoff experience, with the kind of hard-nosed hockey that often defines championship teams. They represent a certain archetype, a known quantity of physicality and veteran savvy, players who have proven they can perform when the stakes are highest. But Stauffer, with a knowing glint in his eye, suggested a different direction, a more nuanced approach to bolstering the Oilers roster. There's a different pending UFA in Vancouver that I would look at that might be a better situational fit for what Edmonton needs. He hinted, initially playing coy with the player's identity. He described the ideal target as a third-line forward, a second/third-line forward, a middle six player, before finally revealing the name that has now set the Oilers' rumor mill ablaze, Kiefer Sherwood. The question wasn't who could they get, but who should they go grab? Because, as Stauffer put it, there is a guy, I think it would be a pretty good fit. So, who exactly is Kiefer Sherwood, and why does Stauffer believe he's such a compelling fit for the Edmonton Oilers? At 30 years old, Sherwood has quietly yet emphatically worked his way up to become a strong, impactful NHL power forward. He's not a household name, not a player who dominates the highlight reels with dazzling dekes and impossible goals. You won't see him on the nightly SportsCenter Top 10 for his finesse. But what he brings to the ice is a rare, invaluable blend of skill, physicality, and relentless effort that can transform a game. He's the kind of player who makes his presence felt in every shift, every puck battle, every corner skirmish. He's the embodiment of relentless hockey, a human battering ram who wears down opponents and creates space for his line mates through sheer will. Sherwood is currently in the final year of a deal that pays him a modest $1.5 million per year, making him a pending unrestricted free agent, UFA, at the end of the season. This contractual situation is precisely what makes him such a hot commodity on the trade market, offering a team the chance to acquire a significant asset without a long-term, high-salary commitment. Stauffer unequivocally stated there will be teams lined up to trade for him. And then he dropped the numbers that truly underscore Sherwood's impact. He made over 450 hits last year, 19 goals. He then added the most evocative description of all, recalling Sherwood's playoff performance against Vancouver a couple of years ago when Sherwood was with Nashville. He was a major pain in the ass for Vancouver when they played Nashville, Sherwood's team at that time, in the playoffs a couple years ago. Let's unpack those numbers because they paint a vivid picture of the player Sherwood has become. Over 450 hits last year is not just impressive. It's a staggering display of physical dominance. It's a testament to his relentless forechecking, his unwavering willingness to engage in puck battles in the corners, and his ability to wear down opponents shift after shift. This isn't just about throwing the body around. It's about creating turnovers, generating momentum, and making life miserable for opposing defensemen who dread seeing him coming down the ice. He's a human wrecking ball, disrupting plays and forcing mistakes through sheer will and brute force. And 19 goals for a player who brings that level of physicality, that's a significant offensive contribution, demonstrating that he's not just a grinder, but a player who can finish plays and contribute to the score sheet, providing crucial secondary scoring. This isn't a one-dimensional player, he's a multifaceted threat who can both punish opponents and put the puck in the net. But perhaps the most evocative description of Sherwood's impact comes from Stauffer's recollection of his playoff performance. He was a major pain in the ass. In the crucible of playoff hockey, where every inch of ice is contested, where emotions run high, and where the margins between victory and defeat are razor-thin, having a player who can consistently get under the skin of opponents, who can disrupt their rhythm, and who can make them pay a physical price for every puck is an invaluable asset. This is the kind of player who thrives when the stakes are highest, who elevates his game when the physicality intensifies, and who can provide that crucial emotional edge that often separates winners from losers. He's the kind of player you absolutely despise playing against, but would kill to have on your own team. Stauffer's speculation isn't just based on raw numbers. It's rooted in a deep understanding of the Oilers' needs and the kind of player who can complement their existing stars. The Oilers, despite their offensive firepower, have often been criticized for lacking consistent secondary scoring and the kind of relentless forecheck that can sustain pressure in the offensive zone, particularly when McDavid and Draisaitl are off the ice. Sherwood, with his 19 goals and over 450 hits, directly addresses both of those concerns. He's a player who can contribute offensively from a middle six role, providing crucial depth scoring that takes some of the pressure off McDavid and Draisaitl. And his physical game, his ability to generate hits and win puck battles, would immediately make the Oilers a more difficult team to play against, particularly in the playoffs where space is at a premium and every puck battle matters. He's the missing piece of the puzzle that can turn a great team into a championship team. The connection to Connor McDavid's agent, Judd Moldaver, adds another layer of intrigue to this speculation. While it's purely a coincidence that Moldaver also represents Sherwood, it's a detail that Stauffer noted, perhaps hinting at the kind of player Moldaver represents. High-impact, driven athletes who bring a competitive edge. It's a subtle nod to the type of player who fits the mold of a winner. Stauffer acknowledged that the Canucks will undoubtedly open up the vault to try and re-sign Sherwood, given his immense value to their team. But if Sherwood hits the open market or becomes available via trade, Stauffer is confident that there will be lots of good teams interested in him. This isn't just a casual observation. It's a recognition of Sherwood's rising stock in the league, a testament to the growing appreciation for his unique blend of skill and grit. For the Oilers, acquiring Sherwood would be a strategic move that goes beyond simply adding another body to the roster. It would be about acquiring a specific skill set, a player who can fill a crucial role in their middle six, providing both offensive punch and a relentless physical presence. He's the kind of player who can drive possession, create space for his line mates, and make life difficult for opposing defensemen and goaltenders. His ability to play a power forward game, to get to the net, and to win battles along the boards is precisely what the Oilers need to complement their skilled finesse players. Consider the potential impact on the Oilers lineup. Sherwood could slot seamlessly into a third-line role, providing a significant upgrade in both scoring and physicality. He could play alongside a skilled center, creating a line that is both offensively dangerous and incredibly difficult to play against. His presence would also allow the coaching staff to deploy their existing forwards more effectively, creating a deeper, more balanced attack that can roll four lines with confidence. In the playoffs, where every shift is a battle, having a player like Sherwood who can consistently win pucks, generate hits, and wear down opponents is an invaluable asset. He's the kind of player who can change the momentum of a game with a single shift, a relentless forecheck, or a perfectly timed hit that sends a message. The fact that Stauffer, the ultimate Oilers insider, is speculating about Sherwood is a strong indicator that this isn't just a random thought. While he explicitly stated it's his own speculation, his deep connections within the organization mean that his notions often align with the team's internal discussions and strategic thinking. When he speaks, the smart money is on taking note. His analysis of Sherwood's statistical profile, particularly his top ranking in points per 60 and hits per 60 at even strength last year, ahead of better-known power forwards like Tom Wilson, Alex Ovechkin, Matthew Tkachuk, Sam Bennett, and Brady Tkachuk, is a compelling argument for his value. This isn't just about being a good player. It's about being one of the most effective power forwards in the entire league, a player who consistently generates offense while simultaneously imposing his will physically. The potential acquisition of Kiefer Sherwood represents a fascinating strategic pivot for the Edmonton Oilers. It's a move that, if it comes to fruition, would signal a clear intent to address their perennial need for more grit, more depth, and more players who can thrive in the demanding environment of playoff hockey. It's about finding that elusive missing piece, not in a flashy high-profile superstar, but in a relentless, skilled power forward who can do the dirty work, create chaos, and ultimately help propel the Oilers towards their ultimate goal. The question now is whether the Canucks will be able to lock him up, or if the Oilers, listening closely to their trusted insider, will make a decisive move to bring this pain in the ass to Edmonton. This isn't just a trade rumor. It's a potential game-changer, a strategic chess move that could redefine the Oilers' championship aspirations. So, Oilers Nation, what do you think of Bob Stauffer's intriguing speculation? Is Kiefer Sherwood the perfect blend of skill and grit that the Oilers need to push them over the top? Or should they be looking in a different direction as the trade deadline approaches? Drop your thoughts, your passionate arguments, and your own trade ideas in the comments below. Let's get this conversation buzzing. And if you're as fired up about the Oilers' future as we are, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest insights and breaking news. Do you believe the Oilers should prioritize acquiring a proven power forward like Sherwood over other potential trade targets at the deadline, given their historical playoff struggles?